Hello, today's video is about the stone chests found in Xea. Picklocking these requires at least 64 thieving, and these are a good way to get a Xeric's talisman without using combat, and a surprisingly good method for medium clue scrolls. They're also pretty decent for thieving XP. Although they only require 64 thieving, higher is recommended to fail less. It's hard to say what exact thieving level it's recommended to start these, but I'd say maybe around 80 if you want to really grind them out. If you're just going for a Xeric's talisman, they're fine at level 64, and it should probably take like over an hour. It's also recommended to have higher combat stats. If you have 125 combat or higher, you won't get aggroed by the lizardmen outside at all. If your combat is lower, you'll probably want to bring some type of anti-poison protection like potions or a prayer book. For your gear, you'll want graceful or weight-reducing gear. If you have lower agility or thieving, you might want to bring something to restore your run energy as well, such as an explorer's ring or staminas. In your inventory, I recommend a gem bag to hold some of the gems you get from the chest, a seed box if you have one, a lockpick to increase your success rate with opening the chest, and you can keep clue gear on you like a spade and teleports if you plan on doing this for medium clues. I'm doing 1 hour of thieving the chest and then doing the clues all at once later, so I don't have my clue gear on me yet. You could also bring a needle and thread to craft the Xerician fabric you commonly get, but it's not really worth it for the minimal crafting XP. And a chisel to cut the gems and make them into bolt tips if you don't have a gem bag or stay long enough to fill it up. And if you plan on staying here a long time, you'll probably want a bank teleport and a way to get back. I hardly use my anti-poison here, so I think you'll only need a few to stay here pretty long term. The stone chests are all located in Molch, which is this northeastern section of the Kebo swamp. There are various lizard dwellings you can jump down to get into the temple where the chests are. Around this area are level 62 lizardmen, but you don't always get hit running past them. To get here, you can use the fairy ring CIR, the battlefront teleport on the Arceus spellbook, or use a teleport to the farming guild by skills necklace or farming cape. From the farming guild, you can just follow this dirt path and keep running south until you find a lizard dwelling you can enter. Then run north to this room near the shamans. There are 3 chests here. It doesn't matter which one you use. All you do is click them and your character will either open it or fail to open it. You can turn your game filter on to see when you fail the chest, or just periodically click it since it doesn't interrupt the action of opening the chest. Your success rate depends on your thieving level and whether or not you have a lockpick. Even at 99, you can still fail occasionally. I'm 94 thieving, so I have a 66% success rate. And when you fail, mostly you'll just not open the chest, but there is a 1 out of 8 chance to be teleported out of the temple. Another entrance is pretty close by to where you get teleported to, and you don't always get attacked before you're able to run back in. The loot from the stone chest is pretty mid-level. For me, it's only worth collecting some of the higher tier seeds and gems. The Xeric's talisman is 1 out of 300, and medium clues are 1 out of 100. I'll be dropping all of the medium clues I get, so they'll stay on the ground for an hour and I can do them all at the end. So I'll stay here for 1 hour and show you my results. Hello, I'm back and ended up with 9 clue scrolls, which I'm just gonna pick up and drop again to refresh the timer. I timed how long it took me to do the clue scrolls and it was about 33 minutes. So here's my loot from the stone chest. If you're a main account, this is 85k GP worth of stuff minus the clue caskets and 2 Xeric's talismans. I won't be opening the caskets because I'm saving them, but a medium casket is worth about 53k GP or 166k GP if you get rangers at the drop rate. I did 475 chests this hour, so that's a bit over the drop rate for 1 Xeric's talisman, and I should have only gotten 4 or 5 clue scrolls. But with the time it took me to do the clues, it's more like 2 or 3 clues per hour. I did get teleported out several times, but only got poisoned once at the end when I was doing clues, funnily enough. On an Ironman, this is still worse than eclectics, but a pretty chill alternative. And I got 142k thieving XP per hour, which is pretty comparable accessible to arty knights. Without a cannon, this is a better method for clues than Falador guards. As for people doing this for a Xeric's talisman, the rate for the drop from lizardmen or shamans is 1 out of 250, so only slightly lower than the chest. If you have a cannon, lizardmen are faster, but also harder to do at a lower level. So this is a pretty good method for medium clues on an ironman, and a good alternative to lizardmen for the Xeric's talisman. That's all for this video. I hope it helped. Thanks for watching.